Hello? Um, I don't really know how specific your instructions were. I think it would be interesting if maybe the time was included because um, it seemed very convenient where, like, I think your instructions were to go in if it's open, like the last place that the avatar went into. Yeah, like if it were nighttime or something, then maybe your avatar wouldn't have been able to go in. Um, but I think it worked out very conveniently at the time. Yeah.
I really liked how the whole video was silent, so we paid attention to the details a lot more in each instruction. And I liked how in both places you just left each character off in some area we didn't know wherever they were, but it, in comparison, it should have been some familiar place as home. And the only problem was that I couldn't read any of the directions in the second movie, so I really had no idea where she was going. But I guess that made it difficult but more interesting. So I still liked it.
So I guess my only problem with it was I was confused as to why the directions were so specific. If, like, I thought you might have been texting each other or, like, something like that. So to know it's, I don't know, 108 steps, was it, to, like, the bus stop? It was just, I don't know, confusing. Were you... But I thought you went... I'm confused. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, let me think a little more. I'll come back.
You said that as she left campus. Oh, yeah. So she was her path to go home. You did the same path, and you were just following her directions. But then at some point, you ended up at a bus stop at the exact same time that she ended up at a bus stop. Oh, okay. So it was like I thought there was like 108 steps. Oh, okay. 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 And so where did you end up?
So why did you feel it was important to tell us that yours was a complete... I didn't think yours was a complete construct. I thought you ended up in some random alleyway and was really happy to think that. Why did you feel it's important? Well, two questions. One is, why did you feel it was important to tell us that? And why was, if it was important, was it not apparent in watching the video?
I like the fact that I'm always surprised when I'm watching something and I have no idea that in reality this is false, and then somebody tells me, oh, this was completely false, and you were falling for it the whole time. So I was interested in that idea of manipulation of video, especially, like, how many videos on the internet do you watch and you're like, oh, wow, and then somebody tells you that's a construct and that's fake. So, like, that's what I was interested in mine. And so that's why I felt the need to tell you guys that mine was a construct. I don't know.
Yeah, just like, I mean, I think that both ideas are really cool, and I think they work together, but I think that it's like, at the same time, like kind of two different projects, like the construct thing and because, like, I mean, I would have liked to see how it turned out if you actually had followed the instructions, which I thought was kind of like the basic point, but then, like, both ideas are really cool and interesting, so.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of fit together also, like, when you meet someone online, you don't know if they're necessarily who they say they are. I also agree with Rachel that I think the silence worked really well, and I think it was kind of a happy coincidence that we had to watch it on YouTube, because kind of crappy quality, I don't know, it just made it really mesmerizing, like, watching an animated painting or something, like that movie where they turned the snowman into, like, a cartoon, so, yeah.